Boy, listen to me, boy. Listen to me, boy. Getting in shape is not difficult. I'm seeing a lot of these trends pop out, and listen, maybe this is ignorance. I ain't watched none of these videos because I know it's all dumb shit. There is no diet. There is no method to getting in shape. There is none of this. None. Eat protein. Reduce fat where necessary. If you want to be lean, cut out carbs. If you want to be bigger, include carbs. Bulk relatively slowly. Cut out fast food because it's full of ingredients that will distract from your health no matter what direction, whether you're bulking or cutting, don't matter. Fast food is not going to help you. That is it. Eat a good amount of protein for your body weight. Lift heavy circles over and over. Doesn't matter how often you don't see progress. Don't measure yourself every day. Don't weigh yourself every day. I wouldn't even say weigh yourself every week if you're new. Don't track every individual macro don't cut out everything that you currently eat. No, don't try to do it all in one day. You're not Superman, bro. You're not Superman. You're not Superman. You don't need to do all that. The most common pitfall, and I've learned this not because I'm somehow smarter than you. I've learned this because I've made these mistakes. And I've watched a lot of people make these mistakes. And I've made them not just once, twice, but hundreds of times over hundreds of days. A lot. Over and over again. Almost without fail. To the point where I've seen what can commonly get people down. Even as advanced as I am. As advanced as I am, if I try to switch my whole diet around, if I try to switch my whole routine around, if I try to switch my whole split, if I just try doing all these Superman level feats, I find myself lacking. Completely lacking. I'm talking about if I try to do too much, you might not see me in the gym for another 2 weeks. And maybe that loses some respect points from you, the audience, but you got to understand, I'm just being real with you here. I don't care if you respect me less or not. I'm just telling you the truth. At the end of the day, I still advocate for you to be consistent. But the way to be consistent is not by overexerting yourself to the point where you dread doing the thing that you know you're going to have to do every day for the rest of your life. If you want to reach a certain level, right? The gym is meant to be a place of self-improvement. It's not supposed to be a dungeon that you sentence yourself to as some form of punishment. Your go-to retreat from life should not be a session full of pain, disgruntled, angry thoughts, body dysmorphia, and a chopped social life. That's not what the gym is for. That's not what getting in shape is for. It's not. It's not so you can run around chasing girls because you have a better physique. It's not so you can run around saying you're better than everybody. It's not so you can compare yourself to the dude who's been doing this for 2 years less than you or 5 years more than you. This is not the place for that. And fitness is not the route for you to be doing these things. Fitness is a place for you to say, hey, where I'm at right now, maybe it's not okay for me. Maybe I want to be like this. Maybe I want to be this person. Or maybe I'm good where I'm at, but I just want to improve. Whether it be physically or whether it be mentally or whether it be both, because the gym is somewhere that you can do that. I want to put myself through something challenging so that I can come out the other side a better man. I want to better my physique so that I can compete. I want to better my physique and be stronger so that I can do more, so that when I grow older, I can play around with my kids and I can enjoy this body and this one life that I have before I die. Maybe I want to look a certain way. Maybe your reason is as vain as that. Okay, whatever. But this is not your excuse to hate yourself every single time you don't bench your PR in the gym. Every time you go into the gym feeling a bit more sluggish, a bit lower energy. Every time you go into the gym and you don't immediately have a pump as soon as you walk through the door. Every single time you go into the gym and maybe you don't work out as hard as you wanted to, but you know you gave it your all. It's not your excuse to come in there and make it a self-loathing party. Especially not if the reason is that you're putting too much on your shoulders too quickly. I'm going to deconstruct all these ridiculous beliefs you have about getting in shape. There is no method. There is no specific pathway to get to the goal. There is simply what works, what doesn't work, and what works for you. Your job is to look at what works factually, what has been proven to work. Look at what does not work, what takes you further away from the thing that you want, and figure out what of what works you need to do and what of what does not work you need to cut out. Okay? If you're eating enough protein, you don't need to eat more. You don't need to stick to a certain diet. You don't need to do this exact split to get these specific results. You don't need to eat 45 eggs a day. You don't need to copy somebody else's routine word for word. Hell, somebody's going to be mad at me for this. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. What you need to do is eat properly, work out, whether it be in the gym, whether it be an outdoor workout, whatever you choose to do. There's a million ways to go about it. You just need to eat properly, you need to work out, and you need to recover. I know, right? Doing the first two is like riding a lottery ticket, but if you don't recover, it's like you never cashed it. You just have it for no reason. So now that you know these three things are fundamental, what do you need to do within the space of these three things to reach your best life? That's it. That's it. It's never been this simple. This is the Occam's razor of fitness. Eat well, work out, sleep, recover, rest. Rest seems illegal, yes, but you need to do it, okay? So here's some ground rules for you. Eat a lot of protein. I recommend however much you weigh, try to eat that in grams of protein. Go to the gym at least 3 times a week, or work out at least 3 times a week. If you got a home gym, whatever, if you got weights at home, whatever, you can do that. Doesn't matter. And when you work out, challenge yourself a little bit. You don't have to be on the verge of death, but you should go to the point where it's like, okay, this is uncomfortable, and then push a little bit beyond that every time. That's the goal. Once you reach the point where you're like, okay, your body is like, okay, we should stop, go a little bit beyond that. I'm not telling you to work out like you're Chris Bumstead. Just go a little bit beyond the point of discomfort, because at the end of the day, that is the goal. That discomfort is what leads to the euphoria following the workout. That discomfort is you stretching the boundaries of your comfort zone. So if your comfort zone was here before the workout, once you push a little bit further out and then it recontracts, once you resettle, you'll figure that your comfort zone has been slightly expanded, right? Let's say the physique that you want is at this level of comfort zone, but you're starting here. What a lot of people will do is they'll try to reach all the way out. They'll try to expand as hard as they can. And then when they crash and they realize that they've only expanded just a little bit in the grand scheme of things, because faster does not mean faster. Or what's the word? Impatience does not correlate to progress. Impatience does not correlate to progress. You know that for a fact. So if you know for a fact that doing all this is still going to land you right back in the same place, maybe you'll get a tiny bit further, but at what cost? Then why not start here, expand a little bit, contract a little bit, and be further than when you started. Do that over and over and over again until you get to the place that you want it to be. It's all about patience, consistency, sustainability, and the 3 proper fundamentals. That's it. That's all you need. You don't need a method. You don't need to watch somebody. You don't even need a custom plan. But if you want a custom plan, hey, tap in with your boy. I am an online fitness coach, but at the end of the day, I'm only here to help people who are serious about being helped. And yes, I am going to take your money. If you're serious about getting in shape, I am going to expect you to put up money and invest in yourself. And if that's not okay with you, then hey, I'm not going to hate on you for it. More power to you. I hope you get to where you're trying to go regardless. But if you want some help, tap in with your boy, man. We'll talk about it. Maybe you don't even need to give me all your money. Maybe I'll just need to tell you one thing that you probably already heard a million times and you'll be fine. Because that often is the case. So whatever the case may be, it's your boy, be the change you wish to inspire. Like, comment what you think about this video. Comment what your pitfalls are when it comes to getting more in shape. Comment what about this video resonates with you, or maybe you want me to go more in depth on something that I've said, right? Comment that down below. Subscribe if you want to stay along with the journey, get in better shape. And just to prove that I'm not just talking, because that's what a lot of people do. They come on the internet, they're skinny as shit, and they're fucking weak. But they will come on here and talk the most game. May not be the most jacked guy in the world, but I'm definitely doing all right for myself. I'm doing all right for myself, okay? I'm doing a decent bit. So be the change you wish to inspire, boys. That's it for this video. I'm out.